Today on Big Mouth, we're going to be discussing some issues that are mainly relevant to Battlefield 3. However, some of these issues are relevant to any online gaming. One issue that affects every single game that is being played online: fair play. We're also going to be discussing spawn camping, which occurs on most online shooters. The last thing that we're going to be discussing that is really relevant to Battlefield 3 more than any other game is the issue of admin abuse, and by this I mean admins on a server kicking people for unfair reasons. Now listen up, Big Mouth is opinionated, right? I hold strong opinions and I'm not scared to voice them, but I am not scared to listen to other people's opinions. So if you disagree, say so. Try and formulate a decent argument though. You know, you suck, noob. That's not really a decent argument, is it? Even if you agree with me, and hell yeah you should, yeah, say so in your comments as well, because it's always nice to get a little bit of backup. YouTube gives you the ability to comment on any videos. Use it. In no particular order, we're going to discuss spawn camping, or as it is often known, base rape. The Urban Dictionary defines spawn camping as the act of waiting for an opponent to spawn and kill them before that player has an opportunity to fight back. Now, I do actually think that there are different types of spawn camping. There is a type that I guess is kind of alright, in that if your team has achieved all the objectives that they can, you've taken all the capture points that you can, and there's nowhere else to go but to the enemy's base, well, really, maybe they should have played better. You know, if the only place that you can go and get some action is to go into their base, well, I guess that's kind of alright in my book. There is an argument that suggests if the base or the spawn camping is as a response to the other team's poor play, that you've kind of earned it and they've deserved it. And I think I'd pretty much go along with that. There is another type of spawn camping that occurs a lot in Battlefield 3, and I'm sure it does in other games. It's probably more relevant to Battlefield 3 because of the importance of the vehicles. And what a team or a player will do is try and destroy all the assets that the team can use before they can use them. And some people will argue that that is a valid strategy. Now, it certainly is a strategy, but you know what? It sucks. It does. It fucking sucks. Really, is that the only way that you can win a game? Now, lastly, there's the total cheapest form of spawn camping, and that is somebody who has no intention of doing anything else in an entire game or an entire round except hanging around where the other players are going to spawn and killing them before they can have a chance to respond. I mean, grow a fucking pair. Some people will say that, you know, this is a war game and everything goes in love and war. Well, you know what? Fuck that. It's a game. This isn't war. War is actually, you know, civilians getting killed, bombs dropping on babies, napalm, you know, that kind of shit. Now, I don't know about you, but that's not what I want to do for entertainment. You may not expect this, but Big Mouth does not just rant. Big Mouth is going to educate your ass. Yeah, that is right. I'm going to teach you some stuff here. The term fair play was first introduced into the English language by Shakespeare. Yeah, you know, the bald fuck with the big hair and everything. But damn, he was good at writing, and a lot of what he wrote is still valid today. I am going to be quoting Shakespeare a little bit later on, but that's where fair play first came from. Now, things have moved on, and we actually have an International Fair Play Committee. Yeah, that's right. There is a huge worldwide organization that looks into what determines what fair play is, etc. This is a quotation from fairplayinternational.org. Fair play is a complex notion that comprises and embodies a number of values that are fundamental not only to sport, but to everyday life. Respect, friendship, team spirit, fair competition. Respect for written and unwritten rules such as equality, integrity, solidarity, tolerance, care, excellence and joy are the building blocks of fair play that can be experienced and learned both on and off the field. Now, some of you will be saying, but Big Mouth, but this isn't a sport, you know. Well, first of all, is competitive gaming a sport? Yeah, I kind of think that it is. Alright, it's not an athletic sport, you know, it's not quite as athletic as darts or snooker, but I think that we can take it as a sport. But also, the concept of fair play doesn't just exist on a field. The concept of fair play exists in every area of your life. Winning is not everything. I know it's an old cliche, but it's not whether you win, it's how you play the game. How you play the game. Not just how you play the game on a computer, but how do you play the game of life? Are you fair to people in your life? If you are, why does that stop when you're playing a computer game? Now, if you're not fair to people in your life, maybe you should fucking wake up. Hear what I'm saying? I said that I'll also discuss the issue of server admins abusing their power. And like, this is really relevant to Battlefield 3, probably more than anything else. Because Electronic Arts decided to let people rent their private servers. Now, I think that's a good thing. I think it's a great thing. But it does leave things open for some abuse. I am an admin for a server, and I have on occasion kicked people and banned people. Now, I kind of have a zero tolerance policy, and that's because when I play a game, I don't want to have to spend my time, policing how other people play. To my mind, if you do something that is so dickish that it's going to get a kick, well, fuck you, you're going to get a ban as well. There's plenty of other servers out there, go and play on them. Some people would say that you should give fair warning, that you should send somebody a message. I go on to game. I don't go on to police how other people are going to play their game. It disturbs my game flow. You know what I'm saying? I've had this where I've had somebody just hanging around the base with a helicopter and doing nothing else but killing people as soon as they spawn. Well, you know what? Fuck you. Yeah, you're going to get kicked and you're going to get banned. I don't give a fuck. You may agree or disagree with that, but I think that in the long run, you'll end up with a friendly server where people play with a sense of fair play and a sense of sportsmanship. However, there are admins who will abuse their powers, and they don't kick people for certain reasons, like they were using weapons that they were requested not to, or that they were playing in a very unsporting manner, or anything like that. They will kick people because they're losing. Now, who's the fucking loser there? I did say that I was going to quote some Shakespeare to you, and that is what I am going to do. This is from Othello, Act 3, Scene 3. Good name in man and woman is the immediate jewel of their souls. Who steals my purse steals trash. 'Tis something, nothing. 'Twas mine, 'tis his, and has been slave to thousands. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed. Yeah, impressive, huh? See, this shows why you should have studied at school instead of slipping notes to the person sitting next to you and trying to peek up the teacher's skirt. Alright, so what does that mean and how is that relevant? What Shakespeare was trying to say is that the most important thing that we possess is not the physical possessions in life. It isn't our money. What is important in our life is who we are, and our name is part of that. Who are you? How do you see yourself? How do you see your name? Now, to me, my name, it is important. Not just my real world name, but my online name, my online identity. I want people to think, hell yeah, I enjoyed that game with him. Whether they won or whether they lost, I'd like to think that they'd like to play alongside me or against me at some other point in the future. I'd like to try and end this on a bit of a positive note. It's never too late to change. If most of your game playing time has been wrapped up in some cheap tactics, or you are one of these admins who kicks people because they beat you, think about who you are and the person that you want to be. Nothing's written in stone. We can change who we are at any time of our lives. If, however, after listening to this and thinking about the whole concept of fair play, you don't want to change, fuck you. But for the rest of us, we're going to game with some honor, with sportsmanship, fair play, and with pride. I said earlier on, leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Please do so. I love to read the comments. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed this video, to like it, to rate it, share it on Facebook or Twitter, all that kind of stuff. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know what you'd like Big Mouth to have a rant about next. Alright, this is Big Mouth out. Take it easy. Peace.
You got a big mouth, boy.